Welcome back to another video of Happy Tales. So today in this video I'm going to be giving you some tortoise tips, or some tortoise care tips. If you're thinking about getting your first pet, I think you should start with a reptile and just go from there. So I started with a reptile and just kept going from there. So, yeah, so I'm gonna go get her real fast and, give you guys some care tips. Or tips, or, yeah, care tips. My tortoise, Bella. You guys can see her. Oh, there's her house. I like this, my mom said yesterday, extreme close-up time. So I'm gonna be giving you some tortoise tips today. She's a really easy pet to take care of. And okay, so I'm going to start with, I'm going to go put her down because I want her to the bathroom, so she needs to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Anyway, so, the first thing you're going to need to know is they don't need a cage, but if you, like a tank, my tortoise didn't like the cage or tank. She would always, when my mom was working, she would always, my mom would hear, like, her pounding against the wall, trying to get out. So we just kind of put her outside, and she's been happy ever since. So, if your tortoise doesn't like the cage, or the tank, then just put them, outside, and they'll be fine. So, yes. And so if your tortoise doesn't like the cage or the tank, just leave them outside. They'll be fine. But you have to keep an eye out if they escape. So we put a barricade, like over by my gate, so sometimes she can get out, or over here she can get out really easily. So I would recommend putting like whatever you have, like a bucket or whatever, and just so they don't get out. But if they do get out, then make sure to keep an eye out. So yeah. And so what else? They don't require a lot of attention, and they're not really snuggle pets. So that's what I was thinking, like, oh my god, I'm getting a tortoise, I'm gonna snuggle it all day. And then she's not really a snuggle pet. Yeah, they're not really snuggle pets. So that's one thing you have to be aware of. If you're getting a tortoise, they don't snuggle with you. They're not much snuggle pets. They're more like, they're independent. So, yeah. If you want a pet that snuggles with you, I would recommend a dog or a cat. Whatever kind of pet snuggles with you. So, yeah. And then you just kind of eat grass, and you can get them food if you want and just put it out and they'll eat it, but Bella doesn't really do that. So yeah, I'm gonna make a video of my feeding routine with my pets, so I will make that soon. So yeah, they don't require a lot of attention, and you can give them some attention, but yeah, it's basically, they don't require a lot of attention. If your tortoise doesn't like the cage, then, oh, and they have plenty of places to sleep. They'll dig a hole in your backyard and just sleep there. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, if you're worried, so we were worried when Bella went into hibernation. We didn't realize she went into hibernation. So when she went into hibernation, then we were like super concerned, like, oh, is she out, or is she like lost in the streets, or is she, or did she pass away, or stuff like that. So if you're worried, like during the spring and stuff, don't worry, they're just in hibernation. They'll come out like times like these in May or June or April. They're coming out April-ish. So that's basically all you need to think about. Like, if you think your tortoise is lost, they're not. They're just in hibernation. So they're just deep down in their hole. They're just deep down in their hole, just hibernating. So if you're worried about that, just don't be. They're just hibernating. They're just doing their own thing. And you need to check. And when the gardeners come here, then I just stick Bella in a pot and then when they leave, I take her out. And she's a pretty independent pet, and yeah. So they're pretty easy pets, and yeah. So I'm gonna go get something real quick. I'll be right back. So guys, so that will be it for today's video. I will post new videos not every day, but every once in a while, and I will post them every once in a while. So thank you guys so much for watching. Happy Tails. So bye guys.